for all things Halloween. This is Hauntformer, and I am back to finish wrapping up the Spirit sneak peeks for 2020. I'm going to have 2 more videos of the sneak peeks, me discussing them and reacting to them, and then I'm going to do a ranking of all the sneak peeks. First of all, this has been an overwhelming season of sneak peeks. There have been so many, and a lot of really good ones. I've got to say, this is a great year for Spirit, and I really just want to say thank you to everybody, because I was away on vacation, and you guys were very patient with me and left such kind comments, and a lot of people have been saying how they like the videos, and I just want to say thank you. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I know you have, but if you haven't, subscribe. I do Halloween and horror videos all year. Enough about that. Let's talk about the new sneak peeks. So there's 8 more that I need to talk about. 8 more animatronics, a lot. A few of them are online exclusives, and a few of them are only in store in boxes, which is weird. Even though they're bringing back old ones, I don't really get it. But that's okay, besides the point. So I'm going to be talking about 4 in this video and 4 in the next to chunk them up. So in this video, we're going to be talking about the Wailing Phantom, Mr. Salty, the Gatekeeper, and the Hauntress. And then the next 4 I will talk about in the next video subsequently. So let's first talk about the Wailing Phantom. So this prop was revealed at the Halloween and Party Expo back in January. It's a seasonal visions character, and it has those digital eyes similar to the Peekaboo Clown. And he has that very generic ghost audio, phantom audio that has been around for probably like 10 years now. It's not a terrible audio. I have the Hooded Ghost, which utilizes the same audio bite, but to me it's just like, really? It's very overdone. I don't think this prop looks that bad. I think it's a little generic, but the big flaw for this is that it is very expensive. I think it's like $350, as much as Krampus, which is ridiculous. I think it should be like $200. There's no way it should cost that much money. I like the mech, I like how tall it is, and yeah, it's not for me, and I think most people aren't going to pick it up anyways, but keep doing the digital eyes, do something more creative. I think the Peekaboo Clown was a step in the right direction, and this was a step in the mediocre direction. But that's enough about the Wailing Phantom. Up next, we have Mr. Salty, which was kind of leaked early. People were talking about him online. And if you don't know what he is a clown in a trench coat, and he opens up the trench coat, and there's a smaller clown, I think his name's Willie, inside of the trench coat. And when I saw the photos, I was really excited, because this thing looked super cool. It looked big, it looked like it had a lot of movement, it had a clown inside of it, and I'm expecting this to be a scary prop. And it's very silly. When you watch the video, it's played for laughs, him opening it up and the little clown kind of pops out. It's not like a bad idea, but the execution, in my opinion, is weak. And for $350, that's not a price I'd be willing to pay. Krampus, I think, worth it overall. Mr. Salty and the Wailing Phantom, not worth it to me. I hope they redo this and make it scarier. Maybe have something else under there, like open it up and have like arms, like a bunch of clown arms or something weird. But with just the little clown and them making jokes, I think it's stupid. I think having the clown pop out more would have been more startling, or him opening it up really fast, but it's very slow. And to me, it diminishes the effect of the animatronic. In my opinion, some people really like him, but a little too expensive. The third prop is the Gatekeeper, and I was going to make a video just on the Gatekeeper because they did a YouTube upload, but the YouTube upload was not very good. It was just basically his eyes, so I figured I'd just throw him in here. He is the last of the Flashback Fridays. We got Uncle Charlie, the flesh-eating zombie, and then they just took a break for a while. And then they brought back the Gatekeeper, which I don't think anyone was asking for to begin with. Nobody asked for the Gatekeeper. Not a bad animatronic. One that I vaguely remember from my childhood, but he was never my favorite to begin with. I like the design of him. and I think he's creepy, but just, there's not enough going for him. Though I will say, for 170, you could do a lot worse. I think he looks fine, but I think there's many more animatronics this year that are better worth the price. So that's the Gatekeeper. Not too much to say about him. He's returning, and I'm curious to see if someone's going to actually pick him up. You can let me know in the comments. And finally, wrapping up this video on a positive note, the Hauntress, which is a 6 foot, I think, let me double check, I have the website right here. Is it 6 foot? 5.4 feet, I knew I was wrong, 5.4 feet. This is like a phantom ghost, apparently of a woman, even though it's really just a ghost. And what makes this one really unique is it hides behind, you can make it hide behind a wall and it pops out to the side. Usually when we get these popping up things, they usually go up, they go forward, but not the Hauntress. The Hauntress actually pops to the side. And I love it. I absolutely think this is a great animatronic. For the price of $120, very reasonable, very fair priced. I know it's just a sheet and the head, but the mech looks good. I have a feeling that it might not last forever, but if you can get a few seasons out of it, I think it would be worth the price. And I think it's one of my favorites of the year. The detail could be a little bit better. I think the face is a little, like, there could be a little more in there. But, again, for the price and for what you get and the originality of that design, I really like it. I think they should reskin that, because the popping up or popping to the side mechs, I always enjoy because they're startling, and I think this is going to get a reaction out of people. I've seen it where it's being placed in the stores this year, and I'm very excited to see people react to it in person. So that's going to wrap up this video. Stay tuned for the next video, where I'm going to be talking about Ellie Hatchet, Angeline, Miss Mercy, and the something. What am I missing? Oh, and Twisted Tina, yeah. Yeah. Stay tuned for all of those and much more. And remember, for all things Halloween, this is Hauntformer.